everybody, welcome to Review Time with Isip. I am Isip, and today I'm going to be reviewing the, I think it was an SDCC exclusive, or one of those cons exclusives, and then you can only buy it on Hasbro Toy Shop, and now Toys R Us is doing it. But this is the Titans Returns Arcee set. I got it the other day, ordered it off of Toys R Us, got it. And yeah, let's get to it. You get this black box with an Autobot logo and little suggested whatever Hasbro Transformers on the back. It's just a black box. Just tells you it includes 3 figures, 2 accessories, and 1 collector card. And it does not tell you what the figure is. And I guess they did that so they could repurpose the box for any of the other exclusives like Grotesque. So anyway, you open up the box and you have your 2 cards, one for Arcee, one for Ultra Magnus. If you open this up some more, this is where Arcee and Leinad, aka Daniel in reverse, go. This is where this side over here, Ultra Magnus, and then you get this nice, honestly, this really nice picture. Like, that's really nice. That is really nice. I would love to hang something like that on my wall. That's great. So, and then you got their names, Leinad and Arcee. Daniel and Arcee. Let's just go with Daniel. We're gonna go Daniel and Arcee, Ultra Magnus, and then you've got I'm not sure whose head that is. Some kind of primey type head. Ford Max and Blaster. So let's go ahead and close this up. Oh, before I forget, you also get what looks like schematics for the figures, and that's that. Let's get that out of the way and bring in Arcee and Leinad, aka Daniel. I gotta stop saying Leinad. And it's a decent looking Arcee. Hopefully you can see it okay. There's a lot of white on white and very bright lights. So there she is, looking less like the G1 Arcee, and I'm not really sure, but it is okay. It is okay. Definitely, when I saw Blur, this is definitely what I envisioned. Except, like, I was going to repaint them pink and get a faceplate, an Arcee faceplate, and I wasn't even going to bother with the shoulder bits, and it was just going to be a straight color conversion of Blur from Titan Returns. So she's the exact same base mold with some slight retooling and bits added on. You got this thing here. When she comes out the package, this is actually attached to the arm as a shield. So I'll pull that off to the side, and yeah, the head pops out really easily because the Titan connector port isn't a full square peg. It is, well, it is what it is. Let's put this to the side. We'll go ahead and take a look at Daniel. So Daniel looks like, well, Daniel in an exosuit, like out of the cartoon, except, you know, without a painted face. That'd have been nice if they would have painted this to look like there was a little boy inside, but hey, you know. And then you got Arcee's head. Go ahead and take a look at the robot mode. Goes up and down at the shoulders, rotates here, swings there, bends that far, and the wrists rotate, so that's always good. Rotates at the waist, ball joints for the hip, thigh, rotates. Mushroom peg rotates at the upper thigh, bends like so, and then you've got the toe that articulates for, I guess, running poses, maybe. You know, you can kind of use it. Kinda. So, yeah, there's that. Let's go ahead and get... Well, before we do that, we got the guns. You can take the guns out, and... the guns basically store underneath this piece here. You can just go ahead and do that. And plug it back in. And now you've got weapon storage, so they're there. I think you might be able to turn them all the way around. Plug them in the opposite way. Yeah, plug them in the opposite way so they don't stick out quite as much. And there you go. You got weapon storage. Let's go ahead and put her head back on. So... Now, when I was a kid, the one thing I wanted, aside from obviously getting a Fortress Maximus, which I couldn't afford, and getting a G1 Optimus Prime, which again I couldn't afford, was having a G1 Arcee back in the G1 before it was called G1. But having an Arcee figure that had a headmaster made from Spike's son Daniel. So here it is, like 30-something years later, and we finally got one. It's not as correct, you know. She's got no Arcee boobus, but it is what it is, you know. You can take the head out if you want to. You can plug the Ultra Magnus head on. It's a basic that actually looks strange and appealing. Yeah, that's weird. So, and this is Ultra Magnus, and he's just called Ultra Magnus. He doesn't have a separate, whatchamacallit. Are we zooming? I can't tell if we're, there we go. And that, I don't know, that looks weird. I would have gone with the Vector Prime's, not Vector Prime, shoot, what is his name? Sentinel Prime's little figure's head, because it looked like a Prime head. This doesn't look like a Prime head, and this should be, I would think you'd make this one look like a small Optimus Prime, you know, in white, like the G1 toy was. So, let's go ahead and get some fembots in here, see what she looks like next to some other fembots. Let's go ahead and zoom back out. That's the wrong way. So we've got Windblade from Titan Returns. Let's just go ahead and alter her wings a little bit so that they don't look so... Okay, here we go. Stand. I really hate that this figure has such an issue standing. Stop it. Thank you. Whoops. Alright, let's see. Are we all the way out? We are. And, let's see. We have Chromia. And she don't look bad next to them. She doesn't. Shoulders are a little bit wide for a female, but the shoulders are a little bit wide on this one as well. That's just because of the base mold. This one here definitely looks very female-like, except for that crap. But yeah, let's go ahead and get these guys out, and let's go ahead and I'm going to put the Thrilling 30s Generations Arcee next to her. And, yeah, that's like night and day. This is obviously the better, if not the best Arcee we've actually ever gotten. Third party or otherwise, if I'm honest. The only complaint I have is all this crap here. But otherwise, I think this is actually a really great Arcee. They just made it bigger. It could have been a masterpiece Arcee, you know. Somebody already did, but they messed up on the face, so yeah, there's that. But, you know, standing next to each other, it's not, honestly, it's not horrible. Like, this looks like an Arcee in lots of armor, and then this is Arcee in normal mode. So yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I'm okay with that. I got her. It wasn't. She's not a must-have. If you have this Arcee, you're already way ahead of the game. You know, you don't need that one unless, you know, you're like me and you just want to have a Headmaster Arcee. Then yeah, then you go ahead and get it. Or you want an Arcee that looks like, holy crap, I can't get these arms out. That looks like she's in armor, or maybe you want to take that story line where, was it IDW or was it Dreamwave, where I think it was Straxus went and turned Arcee into a female Transformer. Before that, there supposedly were none. But yeah, she's okay. So let's go ahead and get her out, and we'll just go through the transformation real quick. It's the same as Blur, so you just pop the head off. You're gonna go ahead and get that piece up. Pull these pieces out to the side. Go ahead and clip that in now. You might as well. Flip this up before you close it, and then go ahead and do that. And we'll flip these feet up, and hopefully it's not too bright. I'll see if I can. If it is too bright, I'll try to adjust it in post. Let's see. Go ahead and flip this over. Open up the legs. Come on, legs, open up. Take this piece right here, flip it around. Don't close that back up. Flip this on over and peg it together, and then close these bits up. And then you're just going to take the fists, make sure you got them in normal position, and then swing these bits over just like you did with Blur. Same exact thing, just like you did with Blur. And then you are going to rotate them so that the fists are facing up, and then bring this down, and everything will peg in just like it did with Blur. And there you have Arcee in her hover car mode, and I actually really like it. It's a little bit different from the Generations Arcee, and I'll get that one transformed up. But it is similar enough that it looks good. It looks like an Arcee. It's not a motorcycle or 3 motorcycles. It's Arcee. Flip that up. Take Daniel and transform him into his little Daniel mode. Sit him inside. I mean, that's awesome. Like, look, we have a Daniel that fits in an Arcee. And I am good with that. And then you got the guns. They're tucked into here. You can, if you want to, take the guns and turn them facing forward, so she has some weaponry sticking out the front of her car mode. Or if you want to, you can plug them into the sides here, so they're on the actual car mode. That's up to you. I don't know if there's any other place you can stick them. I don't think so. But yeah, that's really awesome. I'm gonna stick them back under here though, because I want to do a comparison with the other Arcee. So we'll go ahead and put her down here. Here we go. And I mean, this is just perfect, with the exception of those wheels. I honestly do not like the wheels. If they would have, you know, take the wheels out, I don't mind if it, or, you know, paint the wheels pink or white so that they match the other colors, so it doesn't poke out so much that these are actual wheels. Otherwise though, this is perfection, and this is, well, this is pretty good too. This is, I don't know. They both, if I'm honest, to me they both look great. This looks nice and sleek. This is like, I don't know, I guess if I was going to update an Arcee vehicle, this is it. I mean, It still holds on to the classic stuff, but you know, it definitely sleeks it out some. I don't know. That looks great. That looks great. And the fact that you can actually stick a pilot in here where you can't hear, even though you got seats, you know, it even adds even more. So this is an awesome figure. This is an awesome figure. I can't. I especially in the car mode. In the robot mode, it's okay, but in the car mode, this is just really awesome. You got combiner peg ports here for other stuff, and I don't know. I really like this, you know. And then of course, if you want, you can. Or forget. Let's go ahead and pull this out. If you want, you can do that thing where you take the front of Blur's car mode and flip this over like this, and you have like a little boat to put your Titan Master into drive, I guess. Pilot, shoot, you know. So you still got that mode if you still want it. It's still there. So let's take another look at the Ultra Magnus head on a bot. Let's move it on to a different bot, one that's closer in colors. We're gonna go with Topspin, since I haven't reviewed him, and I probably won't. Maybe I'll do a quick review of him to do beforehand. But you can take Ultra Magnus and plop him in, and I mean, that makes a decent Ultra Magnus. Let's go ahead and raise it up. I think that makes a fairly decent Ultra Magnus. The blues don't quite match, but, you know, get one of these guys, repaint the guns a bit, and because you already got like the little tower things that stand off the top of his arms, I think this would be a decent Ultra Magnus body. I really do. I like this. Anyway, so go ahead and get that here. Let's go ahead and final thoughts. So, this set, I think this set was only $24 on Toys R Us. And if you do like $30 or $31, you get free shipping. It took maybe 4 days for it to get to my house from when I ordered it. So that's not bad. I mean, I had something else ordered that's still on its way here, but the part that I really wanted came first. Is this set a must-have? No, it's not a must-have. But $24 gets you what amounts to what was an exclusive figure. An Ultra Magnus head, which is mostly die-cast, if not all die-cast. And you know, you get a Daniel Arcee headmaster. I mean, it couldn't hurt, you know. It's not a bad set at all. Not at all. I'm happy I got this set. And yeah. So that's it. I'm Islip. Thanks for watching. Make your decision from here and enjoy. Ciao.